What's up, everybody? My name is Kason, and welcome back to the BBR. This is week number 8, and your Toronto Razor Leafs are going up against the Montreal Ice Qs, coached by Aimel. Now, Aimel is a phenomenal player. He's known very well for really creative sets, using different items like Jaboka Berry, which you pretty much never see anywhere. He does some really cool stuff, and because of that, we have to keep an eye on some really different things that might not come in a regular game. We'll see how it goes, though. We can see his team up at the top, and you can see they're 3 and 4, just like us. We are currently in the 8th seed. They are currently the 9th seed. Top 8 make the playoffs, which means this battle is incredibly important. The winner of this is likely in a win and in situation next week. The loser of this is very likely out of it, which means this is incredibly important. If you look at the team up top, everything is correct except the Terra icons. I have these in the wrong spot, so please bear with me. Just so you know, that is not a Terra Manaphy, it's a Terra Chi-Yu, which is terrifying, and also a Terra Porygon 2 instead of the Leavanny. But otherwise, the roster is correct. It's a very scary team, and so let's look at what roster we're bringing to try and beat it. So to win this battle, we are starting off with what is likely going to be our lead. Black Noir, the Zoroark Hisuian. We're rocking a Focus Sash item so that we can take any one hit and deal something back. We've got Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Knockoff, and Taunt. A speed boosting nature, 252, special attack, and 80 into the physical attack stat, just to make sure that even our knockoff does extra damage. Two of the Pokemon that I am most afraid of in this match are the Chi-Yu and the Petront, and Zoroark hopefully should be able to do something against both of those Pokemon, especially if one of them is the lead. For the Petront, Shadow Ball does really nice damage, as it normally is physically defensive, not specially defensive. And for the Chi-Yu, if he does lead it, which I could see happening because I have very little switch-ins for that thing, if I get to click a knockoff, even if it's Choice Scarf and brings me down to Sash, if I can get rid of that thing's item, it will go an incredibly long way for being able to win this game. The second Pokemon we're bringing this week is Iron Valiant with a Custap Berry. It's going to be a weird set, but bear with me here. My thought process is that he has a Leavanny on the other team, can potentially set up sticky webs. I don't have a good way to remove hazards on my team. Blastoise is the only spinner, and Petront pretty much just sits in front of it. I wanted a situation where I can potentially boost my Valiant's speed in a pinch if I need it. If I am below 1/4 HP, Custap Berry will pop and I will move first on the next turn. Aimel has 0 priority on his team other than Fake Out on Tinkaton, so it actually gives me a ton of value because I know priority won't trump me if I get the Custap Berry off when I'm low. Close Combat, Spirit Break, and Knockoff are here to hit essentially everything on the team. Iron Valiant is also probably the Pokemon I will disguise Zoroark as they both get the move Knockoff, and they won't necessarily know which Pokemon used it. The third Pokemon I'm bringing this week is something that's really massive in my strategy this week. Stealth Rock, Spikes, Roost, and Roar with Clear Amulet, specially defensive Skarmory. Now hear me out. Aimel has a really strong team, but he does not have any hazard removal whatsoever. This is why I have 2 knockoff users, and this is why I have a bunch of hazards on Skarmory. This specially defensive set is designed to come into Petront every single time. Malignant Chain will do 0 damage. Shadow Ball we will shake off really well. We can't get a special defense drop from the Shadow Ball because of Clear Amulet, and he can't click Parting Shot to lower our stats and get himself out because of the Clear Amulet mechanic. So essentially, he can't get any sort of momentum. He will just have to hard switch into something, and every single time Petront comes in, it means that we should get another layer of hazards up with our Skarmory. If we do manage to click Knockoff on a couple of Pokemon, these hazards are really going to stack up quickly and really start whittling his team down. The fourth mon we are bringing this week is Soldier Boy, the Blastoise. Coming off a fresh Shell Smash sweep, he is going back to a defensive mode this week, and that is just because I have so few answers to Chi-Yu. This is really the only Pokemon that can switch in even one time effectively to that thing. If it is Terra Dark, especially, it's very scary. This thing is full Spadef, Assault Vest, a very basic set with Surf, Icy Wind, Aqua Jet, and Flip Turn. Now, normally I would run Rapid Spin here to try and get rid of hazards, but I've said before, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them off. I'm pretty sure Petront is freely going to come in, and not only just Petront, but I expect him to probably run a Terra Ghost on either Chi-Yu or the Porygon, which means I can't Rapid Spin anyway. Flip Turn is here to just gain momentum into something else, especially if he does go into the Petront, and Aqua Jet is here especially for the Chi-Yu, as it is increased priority and should deal a good amount of damage since its Fizz Def is very low. Next up is one of our 2 setup win conditions, and that is Huey, our Dragonite, and for the second week in a row, we are running Weakness Policy. We're running Outrage, Earthquake, Roost, and Dragon Dance. Now, he could set up Stealth Rocks potentially, so this might backfire on me. However, if he doesn't set those up, this thing can go incredibly hard. Outrage and Earthquake cover essentially the entire team. As long as I've popped an air balloon on Tinkaton, I'm good to go. Roost is there so that if I'm against something like a Porygon 2, it can potentially hit me with an Ice Beam. we will outspeed it. So again, especially if we're already +1 speed with a Dragon Dance, we can Roost to get ourselves way back up to full HP. get a weakness policy proc up, all of a sudden be at +3 attack and ready to just sweep the entire team. And last but not least is the Pokemon that I do plan on terraing this week. It only has 2 attacking moves, Drain Punch and Terra Blast, and that is with Terra Dark. I have learned my lesson that essentially every single week somebody goes Terra Ghost on me. It's literally insane. So I'm running Terra Dark this week, and I'm also running Custap Berry on this thing as well, because again, I don't have switch-ins for Chi-Yu, and I expect Chi-Yu to come in if I kill something with Iron Hands. I can click Endure, and all of a sudden, I will go first on that next turn. Drain Punch and Terra Blast is all the coverage I need, because everything that's going to resist fighting will be weak to Dark. If we're able to get this Terra Dark off, there's really nothing on his team that can switch into this thing. He's going to have to play a guessing game on whether we Drain Punch or Terra Blast, and Iron Hands can potentially go crazy. So guys, this is the full roster that we are bringing up against Aimel in week number 8. Thank you guys so much for watching me all season up to this point. If we lose, our season's essentially over, as we will only have one more week, and it really won't matter. But if we win, we will be in a win-and-in situation. I'm really, really hoping for that. Aimel's a phenomenal player, so I know it's going to be very difficult, but I think we have the team to do it. I'm really happy with my prep this week, and I'm hoping that we have a good battle. So best of luck to Aimel, and let's have a good one. So I am very Skarmory and Terra Dark Iron Hands. He is Fire Chi-Yu and Ghost Porygon. Roy Moon, Chi-Yu, Porygon, Cresselia, Petrunt, Manaphy. So there's no Rhyperior, no Leavanny, and no Tinkaton. Holy shit. He doesn't have any hazards. So I can actually keep my Sash till later if I want. So I don't have to lead this necessarily. Man, there's like a part of me that wants to just lead Dragonite, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I will still lead Zoroark. All right, cool. Good luck, have fun to Aimel. This should be a good one. This is a really interesting match because I think we're both 3 and 4. We're in like the 8th and 9th spots, so whoever wins has a decent chance to make playoffs. Whoever loses is probably out. So this will be a good one. I know Aimel's a super good player. I know he's like really creative, so I'm expecting some weird sets this game, so we'll see. It's just a Chi-Yu lead. Okay. And he has Terra Fire. So I don't know what this guy's item is. If it's Scarf, I kind of want to get rid of that. There's part of me that just wants to click Knock Off here. I don't think he would stay in against this, right? Because if I am actually Valiant, I threaten, like with a lot of damage. I think I just click Knock. I'm always going to live with Sash. I don't really want to miss a Focus Blast, plus he could Terra Fire. I'm going to just click Knock. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. Show me like a P2 or something. Or Petrunt, that's fine too. Lose Petrunt's item, that's cool. That is perfectly fine. That's a ton of damage. Holy shit. I was going to say that's a crit. There's no way. And it's Custap Berry. No shot. Do we just kill with a Shadow Ball? What kind of damage am I doing to this? I feel like we kill, unless he's like crazy Spadef. I'm pretty sure even if he has Spadef, we kill. Even though he could go P2 here, I don't really want to let him do that for free. Because he could click Recover if I try and click like Knock Off or something. So I'm just going to Shadow Ball and try and claim one. This would actually be pretty huge. Oh, we just barely don't kill. Just barely. He's going to recover, but honestly, I think I just make him waste these, right? Why would I make him waste them? Or why would I not make him waste his recovers? Because I'm not really under any pressure right now, I don't think. That knockoff crit was pretty huge, because he's like right in range, I think, of Shadow Ball. Honestly, I might have low rolled. It's possible that I might kill him. It depends on his set. He's got to be like heavy Spadef, though, because otherwise he should die. He could go P2 here, but I don't think he wants to lose another item. That's very fortunate for us. I'm assuming by now he has probably figured out that this is Zoroark. I guess it's possible after the knockoff he might have thought it was Valiant, and we just kill. That's not a crit, so I think we low rolled on that first Shadow Ball. That is huge. Petrunt is now gone. That is just lovely. So it goes into Cresselia. What could this thing do to me? What kind of damage does Shadow Ball do? It doesn't get agility or anything, right? I don't think it gets agility. I'm just thinking of like a weakness policy set. Because why else do you go Cresselia here? I mean, it's just tanky as shit. So like obviously it can eat a hit. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't get agility. It gets Trick Room, I guess. He doesn't have hazards though, so the Sash is kind of good to keep intact. Now that Petrunt's gone, I could actually come in here and just set up some hazards. So this Skarmory set is really weird this week. It was designed specifically to come in on Petrunt, but Petrunt's now gone. So I'm just going to come in and try and get some hazards up. We'll see. Goes for Future Sight. Okay. And I think I just get Rocks. Rocks are probably best, right? Got Moon, Cresselia, P2, Chi-Yu. Yeah, I'll go for Rocks. So he's going to swap. This is probably Chi-Yu, I imagine. Yeah. It is Chi-Yu. And we still don't know this thing's item, unfortunately. But we will find out if it's boots, because I'm going to get these rocks up. And he does not have any hazard removal. So I think we're in a decent spot. And unless he makes an aggressive double, we're in a decent spot. I'm just going to go hard AV's choice here. He's Terra Fire, so I think we should eat anything like decently well. We should at least not get 2-hit KO'd. So here we go. He just goes for Dark Pulse. 256, and we eat the Future Sight too. Kind of forgot about that, but I don't think anything he can go for. We were at 256 before. I'm pretty sure that's what that said. So 106 damage. So this thing is either modest or it's like black glasses. It's not Life Orb. I think I always flip turn here. Goes for Dark Pulse. Okay. Hopefully no flinch. We do get flinched. That's tough. So now at this point, I think we have to Aqua Jet, right? Because we don't live another Dark Pulse. So I'll Jet. Just try and get some chip. That is a ton. Holy shit. That is another crit. I am so sorry, Aimel. Jesus Christ. I know it's torrent boosted, but that's still insane. I'm very sorry about that. It's just been spamming Dark Pulse, so it's either Modest Scarf or it's Timid Black Glasses. The fact that he's doing Dark Pulse over and over, we're water type, so like he doesn't have a reason to change moves, right? Can I not just go... I'm faster than this thing with Zoroark, unless he is Scarf. And if he is, we live with Sash, and I take out the Chi-Yu, which is honestly like the biggest thing stopping Skarmory from just kind of sitting, I think. Yeah. I think I go here. I guess I could have went Valiant, actually. I probably should have went Valiant, because at worst, I guess it'd be Scarf into Dark Pulse. But this could be Valiant. Like, he doesn't know that. Do we kill with a knockoff? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. So I'll click knockoff again. What if he was like Pustat Berry? I didn't even think about that for a second. But Zoroark's going to claim another kill. The thing is, he still doesn't know whether or not this is Zoroark or Valiant. Could be either one. He might assume it's Zoroark just because he's already seen me click knockoff. And we still have our Sash intact, which is really, really nice. Okay, so wow, Chi-Yu being out of the way is so huge. Blastoise making up for the flinch. Even though I got flinched, he came back and got a crit the next turn. So I guess it's sort of even, but not really. All right, this thing. I mean, this thing gets recovery. Do I do enough damage to this thing? Like, if this thing's bulky, I just don't do enough damage. I think I just go back into Skarmory. Like, I think the worst he could do is, like, T-Wave or something. We have Roar. If he starts to set up with, like, Calm Mind, we can just, like, roar it out. We're, like, heavy Spadef Skarm. And I can just get Spikes up. Goes for Future Sight again. All right, so this guy, obviously just, like, spamming Future Sight, but that's fine. I will go for Spikes. Yeah, I'll go for Spikes. Quick Shadow Ball, that's fine. Oh yeah, we eat that. That was a crit. Jesus. That's crazy. And we actually can't get dropped from... We can't get a Spadef drop from Shadow Ball because we're Clear Amulet, which we were Clear Amulet for Petra and Parting Shot. That's not where I want to look. So we have Rocks and Stealth Rock. What button am I looking for? This one. So P2, Cresselia, Manaphy, Moon. This Future Sight, he used Future Sight, and then I clicked Spikes the turn after. I'm just trying to think if I need to preserve HP in case Manaphy comes in. I mean, the Future Sight's going to hit after anyway, so I'll just I'll go for a Spike. I probably should have clicked Roar, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to be the Manaphy. That makes sense. I mean, we're still heavy Spadef. I guess this thing is 100 base stats like everywhere. I guess it could be physical, but that would be pretty shocking. Does the Future Sight hit here? Or is it next turn? Yeah, we do. So we should eat this. Yeah. All right. What kind of set could Manaphy have? That would be a problem. Like, if this thing is, like, worst case scenario, like Specs Pump, would that kill me? I don't think so, actually. Specs Hydro Pump could. But that's, like, the only thing I think that would kill me. Do I click Roost? Or do I click Roar? Is the question. I think we would actually live... I'm going to click Roost. I'm going to recover here. I think that's my play. And I can Roar the next turn. This goes for Surf. So we actually eat that pretty well. And didn't set up. So honestly, like, we're in a really good spot. Honestly, like, I think he's gonna have a really tough time killing this thing. He's got Moon, Cresselia, P2, and Chi, or not Chi-Yu. I wrote down the wrong thing here. What other mon does he have? Manaphy, obviously, the one sitting right in front of me. Okay. I think I will roost one more time. If he swaps out, we'll have our Sturdy back intact. Goes for Take Heart. Okay, so he does have setup. But we can roar here, I think. I don't see a problem with that. Skarmory normally a Fizdef set, but I just looked at some of the Pokemon that he has, and if I get around Chi-Yu, Spadef actually looks like really nice into his team. So Surf does more than half. So the setup definitely is impactful. So I guess I should have clicked Roar last turn, I suppose, but that's okay. Something's going to take Hazard Chips unless it's Boots. So it's Moon. Are you Boots? You are not. Do we see Booster? No. Does this guy kill me with a knockoff? I'm Spadef. It probably does. If it's like Bandit, it definitely kills me with a knock. 154 out of 334. I think there's a decent chance. I don't see a reason why I don't just go into Butcher here. I don't see a reason why I don't do that. Like, he could click EQ, but that would be a kind of a crazy play in front of Skarmory. It goes for taunts. Okay. I did not expect Roaring Moon to have taunt, but that's good. It's good for him anyway. And now, what do I think comes in here? It's really hard for him to go... He's got to cook Cresselia, right? This might be dumb. I kind of want to just Terra Blast. He doesn't want to lose this thing. Porygon could come in the Drain Punch, I guess, technically. I think Cresselia is more likely. I'm just going to Terra Blast. Yeah, he does swap. It is the Cresselia. This should do a lot of damage, and it takes rocks. This should definitely be a 2-hit KO, I think. I mean, it'll be faster than me, I guess, but... I mean, unless this thing is, like, insanely bulky. This should do a good bit. I don't think it kills. Unless it's just Spadef, it might kill. I'm guessing this does, like, half. What do we got? That animation looked really weird. I don't know if that was my graphics card or what. We do a good chunk. What could this thing hit me with? It's Moonblast, right? It does get Moonblast. But we would eat that, I think. So I think I just Terra Blast again, right? And then just like bite out my turns of Taunt not being here so that I can SD later if I need. Goes for Lunar Dance. Okay. So I guess Iron Hand technically claims a kill here. As he's going to sack himself off for something else. I wish I could have clicked SD there, but obviously I couldn't because of Taunt. I think we shake it off. Okay, I wasn't sure if we had one more turn left or not. I think we're in a really good spot, though. Manaphy, I think, is the only thing that can really kill my Skarmory. Well, Moon can, too. Yeah, I guess Moon can, too. Porygon, maybe? If it has, like, T-Bolt, actually, it definitely could. Takes a bunch of Hazard Chip. Which goes off after the Lunar Dance didn't count. He still has that. What would this guy go for? I think I SD, right? I think I always SD and see if he Terras, because then I don't lose anything. Because if he Terras here, which he does, and now I know what he is. All right, good. Sweet. This is probably going to do a lot of damage, though, whatever he goes for, because this is... I didn't see Trace or the download. I didn't see that either. So this is analytic. So this probably does a ton. Ice Beam. That's not that bad. 145. So now I Terra Blast every time, right? Yeah. I have no reason not to. I think Hands just goes crazy here. I don't know what he does about this. I feel like Hands just wins. Yep, that knocks out P2. Iron Hand's going crazy. Holy shit, man. We're in a really good spot. I'm pretty sure... Can Manaphy kill us? Can Manaphy Oko us? I don't think so, right? No way. It is full HP, but I think the hazards come up after, right? Pretty sure the hazard damage happens after. Yeah, it does. So, I think we just Drain Punch. I don't know... Yeah, I don't think we die. 304 out of 449, so we're at 67%. I don't think there's anything we can do to kill us. I'm just going to Drain Punch. Goes for Take Heart, which makes sense. It's going to set up. I don't think Drain Punch kills at +2, but we should get all our HP back to the point where I don't think we die to anything. And it does just kill because Iron Hands is just a cracked Pokemon. And there's definitely no way we die to Roaring Moon. So I'm pretty sure that's an Iron Hand sweep, which is really, really cool. Honestly, I did not expect this game to go this well. I'm ecstatic. Aimel is a phenomenal player, so to win this way is really, really exciting. The turn 1 crit, honestly, is really unfortunate for him, because it put him in a spot where I could just kill his Pecharunt, which is really, really tough. He goes for the taunt just for, like, style points, I think. GG's Aimel. Wow. Crazy game. I think I really enjoyed my prep this week. I think I played really well, but I'm not going to lie. The crit on turn 1 definitely sucked. I don't know how this game looks different with Pecharunt still in it, but Pecharunt was like one of the biggest problems for my team. So to take that out first made this game way easier. The whole idea of my Skarm reset was to have something that could switch into Pecharunt reliably. Which, again, if he has Nasty Plot, it's actually not even... It's reliable, but not super reliable. Anyway, this was a super fun match. Really excited. I think that's a 5-0 win, and we should be in decent spots to make playoffs. We have one more match. If we win that, I think we're basically guaranteed to make it. If we lose, it'll depend on differential, but I don't plan on losing. So hopefully we can win the final week and make a spot. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.